Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved Custom Scenarios. Got another request, and this one is called The End of the World. Is it the big one in all caps? Because there's another one. There's the end of the world. There's the end of the world. There's the end of the world. You see why it's difficult sometimes when people will send you requests and then they don't tell you exactly who wrote the darn thing? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Hang on. Let me check something again real quick. Okay, I was wrong. He did actually send me his username, so we're good. I found it. Amongst, like, 12 other ones. There it is. The End of the World by Sir Cockington. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Take control of the Phoenix virus and bring an end to the world. I wouldn't blame you for trying. What, to bring the end of the world? Yeah, the world sucks. Blow it up. I wouldn't blame anyone for wanting to destroy this pathetic planet. Looks like we have a Necrovirus by default. That's fun. ATP Boost, Darwinist, Aquaside Extremophile, and Dopamine Inhibitor is my standard lineup. Let's go ahead and play the Phoenix Virus. It's the end of the world as we know it, and you get to control how it ends. Find some poor sap on the planet and infect him. This is how it starts. Doom! Upon you, sir. Alright, so we begin in Saudi Arabia. For transmissions, we start off with air, water, and blood. The Phoenix virus is now bloodborne, pretty metal. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard someone say metal as in like a replacement of cool or anything for a long time. Pretty cool, pretty dope, pretty metal. I haven't heard that in forever. Man, are you of my generation? You might be. With the Phoenix being mainly heat-based, gosh, it's crucial to have water transmission. My brain, why aren't you working? The Phoenix virus can move through the air like a bird of prey. Ooh, that's cool. That brings up some great imagery. So the Phoenix virus can be water with full effectiveness, then we have water, then we have air too, we have rodents, we have birds, and we have segmented genome. The Phoenix virus has heard your angered sighs and decided to ease up on its mutations. Is that a warning that there's going to be an absolute ton of mutations? Possibly. Symptoms. We start off with hypersalivation, delirium, and acute encephalitis. We also have access to photophobia, insomnia, coma, psychosis, autophagia, polyphagia, I think cannibalism's in here somewhere, and then Phoenix Revival. This looks like the standard Necrovirus with a couple renamed, and then we're sort of starting with an odd hodgepodge of different things. Kind of starting partway down the tree. That's a little weird. Phoenix Revival, like the regular Phoenix, the Phoenix Virus causes hosts to get back up. No worse for wear, I think. Well, we actually will want to pick that up immediately if we can. I mean, yeah, they'll detect you really early on, probably, so maybe we should wait a little bit. I don't know. But generally speaking, as long as the virus has not been cured, go ahead and pick up those zombies a little bit sooner. It works pretty well. They continue spreading things around. You get a lot of extra DNA for it. I don't know. We could try it, but let's just sit back and wait for a minute. We don't have an even basic transmission. Let's go for the rodents. A little bit of a mutation chance. We also have the zoonotic shift and bats, and then rodent 2. Probably, again, good in the urban regions. The Phoenix virus lets varying species make whoopee. Ew. Yeah, ew indeed. What does that have to do with that? Okay, we'll just pick it up, and then that leaves insects. Good in the hot climates and so on. Okay. So, are you saying that interspecies relationships is a thing there? And how does that fit with the theme? I don't know. Let's go for some water so I can get around to the islands a little bit faster. Not that I'm too worried about it. We actually start off with a pretty hefty amount of severity and infectivity. A bit of lethality, which we should be careful about. Now that we're getting into all the continents, though, I think we will go ahead and just pop the Phoenix Revival immediately. That leads to anaerobic resuscitation. The Phoenix is a little lazy when it comes to brain function, so it tries to use lactic acid to make its job easier. It doesn't. Well, this sounds like a painfully inept zombie virus. Just saying. It's like it doesn't know what the heck it's doing. We're going to grab a couple levels of cold resistance so we can get around a little bit faster. Yes, some people are dead, but we have zombies appearing now. First death in Egypt? I don't think so. We've had lethality since the beginning of the game. We're going to go for a little bit of drug resistance just to make sure we spread around. I mean, at this stage of the game, if they haven't cured you, then yeah, with the Necrovirus, it is still 100% worth trying to spread your disease around, because that also translates into a lot of different zombies. We will go for Stubborn. Through sheer force of will, the Phoenix slows body decomposition. We'll do it twice. Also some hordes. And, clickbait to turn people into mindless hordes. It works. If it's effective, it ain't wrong. The Phoenix picks one person out of the group to use highly advanced stupidity and lead everyone else. The Alpha Idiot. Okay, he's pretty good. Stupefaction. I should be paying more attention to some of the names of these things. Hard-headed, back in the fight. Allows corpses to get back in the fray. I don't wanna, says the lab condition stuff. Hardcore user, stoner. Wow. I should have been paying more attention. That's actually kind of funny. We're going to go for stupefaction. We'll get slightly larger hordes, I think. And then we are missing a few... Oh, there's cannibalism. Okay, more lethality. Let's try getting into a handful of islands. Let's go from, let's say, Mexico into the Caribbean. Phoenix virus is turning people into zombos. Zombinis. We can go from Canada to Greenland. We'll do that as well. Transmission types, we could go for some blood. The Phoenix virus can now replicate within the blood and infect with great effectiveness. Also pretty metal. Let's see. Rodents that attack humans. Pretty effective. But I think I'm going to go for the birds just to help us get a little bit of extra transmission. Birds now obey the Phoenix Overlord and carry it wherever it needs to go. Ukraine starts working on a cure. That'll help. I'm sure. It'll be great. Keep trying, buddy. Let's see. So we're getting into Greenland. We're missing the Philippines. But beyond that, I think we've got all the islands we care about, so we should be able to take it from there easily enough. Let's go for the anaerobic resuscitation. Enhanced sensory integration. The Phoenix sharpens up the host and allows them to see and hear better. No glasses required. All right. More severity is always good for your zombies. Enhanced motor control allows this host to be a lot less clumsy. All right. We also have temporal lobe manipulation. Takes a page at a Jurassic Park and causes hosts to be aware of movement. Just really good motion detection. Got it. Hyperosmia. The Phoenix causes heightened sense of smell, and whatever that smell is, it's rancid. Ugh. Adrenal surge. The Phoenix virus turns hosts into adrenaline junkies, forcing them to go on roller coasters and paintball tournaments. Very severe. Very noticeable as the zombies are like, oh, roller coaster. Whee. I don't know why I did that. Masticatory tension. Causes hosts to be able to bite hard enough and tear through steel. Wow. You'd think that the teeth would shatter before that was it. But okay. Peptide surge. The Phoenix hits the gym and gets its host ripped. I mean, this doesn't sound so bad so far. I might contract this virus willingly. I like to get ripped. My wife would appreciate that too. ZCOM project activated in Poland. Okay, well, the sooner we get in there, obviously, the better, but we don't have a whole load of zombies. I think we will go ahead and increase the horde size and then send some of the German ones to invade Poland because they'll love it. I'm so sorry. All right, so Poland has a few thousand zombies that are dying immediately. Wow, we need a lot more severity. Okay, let's fix that. Let's go from masticatory tension. The Phoenix turns a burst of testosterone and turns hosts into dude bros, i.e. douches. Lumbrical hypertrophy. Death grip before eating its meal. Zombies destroy India. That was pretty quick. Still not making a lot of progress here in Poland. We need more stuff. Let's see. Acidic reflux. Dermal calcification. Adrenal surge would be pretty good. We'll pick that up next. Got to keep sending some guys. I guess we'll have some Russian ones start invading in Poland as well, because it just makes sense. The sniffer. The Phoenix makes the host smell like a mix of old basement and stale Cheetos, emitting a pheromone that allows easier identification. Nerds who live in their parents' basement, unite! All right, we'll pick that up. Let's have a bigger invasion of Germany, of Poland. It's going to be a lot of zombies. 10 million. They're dying by the millions. It's not going very well. All right, let's go for lumbrical hypertrophy. Still barely holding it together in Germany. I guess we'll just send a bunch at a time and overwhelm them with sheer German knowledge. We'll call it a lightning war or something. No one's ever thought of it before. There's a coma. Okay. We can go ahead and get a bit more stuff. Let's go for acidic reflux. That leads to nausea mortis. The Phoenix played Left 4 Dead 2 and likes the spitter's idea. All right. And then autophysis. Autophysis. Is that it? The Phoenix decides it has had enough and causes hosts to become ticking time bombs. Too boring, too slow. Just blow them all up. Blow everybody up. We're not spreading very fast in Canada. I definitely want to destroy this thing before it has a chance to spread to another nation. So let's just go ahead and send another 25 million zombies to overwhelm Poland, and they have been indeed overwhelmed and are now very dead. Okay, that worked out pretty well. We don't really need any more transmission or anything. I guess we're just going to go for temporal lobe manipulations, level 1, and then Catherine will shift. Cause the host pupils to open wide and see things better, and then vampiric hunger. The Phoenix binged Twilight for some reason and caused hosts to tape needles to their teeth to try and get the same effect. Okay, I binged Twilight too. That is not something that came to my brain, no. And before people just laugh at me and say, why'd you read Twilight or watch it? Okay, first off, I didn't watch it willingly. The movies sucked. I had no choice, okay? It was my sister's birthday, and she wanted to go and see it on the day of release, the first Twilight movie. So my dad and I had to go with my 2 sisters and my mom and go to the theater, and it's full of women, not just young girls, but also like middle-aged mothers. And one mother looked at us walk in and like, those boys are in the wrong place. I'm like, frickin' heck yes I am. Anyway, I read Twilight all in like 3 days, the entire series of all 4 books. And the only reason I did that is because there was a girl at my work when I worked for Chick-fil-A who said that if I had read Twilight, we'd have some things to talk about. So I'm like, screw it. All right, an opportunity to talk to girls, I'll read Twilight. So I read it, and guess what? We never talked about it. Not once. I've never talked about it with anybody because there's just no reason to ever read Twilight. Sucks. Anyway, 303 days, 41%, 78,798 points, 3 stars. Worked out pretty well. Not sure why Greenland is showing that it didn't infect, and for some reason is acting as if ZCOM is here, but it's totally not. So I'm not sure what the heck happened in the replay, because this is not the game that I played. Weird. All right. So the scenario is a little bit humorous. Can't say that I, fully understand how the end of the world and the Phoenix virus relate to each other, but if you just want to throw a little bit of suspension of disbelief and say, hey, guess what? There's a Phoenix virus, and it's turning people into super bros that kill each other like zombies and live in their parents' basement. Okay. I can go with that. I mean, it's pretty well balanced overall. It is definitely a good element of humor. The grammar and spelling is pretty good in there, too. So yeah, I'll say that I did enjoy it. The only downside of this scenario, really, is that it's such a generic name, because there are many, many scenarios that are called the end of the world. Something a bit more specific could be good, but maybe too little too late. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.